Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you had a beautiful week, and I'm also surprised that I'm back before the month is over. I'm shooting this a little later than when I would typically shoot my videos in the morning, so the audio, the background ambiance is really popping right now. Okay, in honor of me approaching my 8-month anniversary of living in Mexico, I thought I would share 8 things I've learned in these past 8 months. This has been an incredibly transformative time for me, and I think I've grown so much as a person just in these past 8 months, so I thought I would share with all of you what I've learned and how I think I've grown as a person. I would say the first thing I've learned, or I've heard before, but I really started to believe during my time here in Mexico, is people are not thinking about you as much as you think they are. And I mean this specifically in terms of like speaking a new language. We do this with a lot of things, but specifically with learning a new language, I think a big fear that holds a lot of us back, myself included, and I still have my moments, is worrying that people are going to make fun of us because we are not fluent in their native language. And it's just not the case. People are grateful that you're making the effort, and no one is like sitting there making fun of you in their mind because you're not fluent in a language that you didn't grow up speaking. I think something we have to remind ourselves is no one is expecting us to be perfect at anything. You know, we put a lot of that pressure on ourselves, and then we hold ourselves back in these situations because we assume other people hold us to those same standards, but it's just not the case. No one is going to make fun of you because your Spanish isn't perfect or whatever language you're trying to learn isn't perfect. And if they do, those people are not your friends. I've realized with this journey of learning a language, all you can really do is be as respectful as possible and try your best. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to be respectful, and I'm going to continue to take my classes and study, and that's all I can really do, and no one is going to shame me for where I am in my process. And speaking of taking classes, y'all know I have a message from today's sponsor. I only work with Lingoda, so you shouldn't be surprised by now that today's video is sponsored by Lingoda. Listen, this is my 3rd video that I've done with Lingoda, so you already know that I am a ride or die Lingoda Language School student. And as I mentioned in a previous video, they're kicking off another language sprint on April 28th, so I wanted to give you a little information before you miss the deadline to sign up. I believe the sign-up window is closing on April 16th and then reopening on April 17th, so by the time you watch this video, the sign-up window will be open again, but the deadline to sign up is April 23rd, so you have less than a week to sign up. The Super Sprint actually sold out for the first time ever, which is incredible. So right now you can only sign up for the regular sprint, which is 15 classes per month for 3 months. And as you know, if you complete all of those classes, you get 50% of your money back. This time when you sign up, there's no deposit needed. You just have to pay for the first month of tuition. As you know, I've been participating in the Spanish sprint since earlier this year, and I plan to participate in this upcoming sprint as well. So you can take the sprint in Spanish, French, German, English, or Business English. You already know I got you with a little discount code down below, and feel free to click the link in my bio for more details. The next thing that I really started to understand during my time in Mexico is you can't force anything. People say it all the time, I'm sure you've heard it hundreds of times, but truly you can't force anything. You can't force relationships, you can't force friendships. All you can do is show up as your most authentic self, be the best person you can be, but not everything is going to work out, and that's okay. You're not meant to be friends with every single person and have a, you know, romantic relationship with every single person you interact with. And yeah, as someone who really like wants everything to work out, wants, you know, every friendship to be a long-lasting friendship, and you know, I fall for people very, very easily, and it's hard for me to like let go of people who aren't necessarily good for me. I learned during this time in Mexico that you just can't force anything, and the more that you try to hold on to things that are really not meant for you and that are not good for you, just the more pain you cause yourself. The third thing that I learned during my time in Mexico that might not be true for everyone, but it was true for me, is Sometimes you need to remove yourself from the place that you experienced a lot of pain in order to heal. Without going into too much detail, at the beginning of 2020, I was going through a really difficult breakup. It was hard. I am a Cancer. Y'all know I fall easily. And as much as I tried to shed myself of these thoughts and feelings, it was hard for me to heal while being in this space where I had so many memories with this person. Lily organized a meditation with Jay Shetty and some of our friends, and he said something that I will never forget. He said that time holds memory and space holds energy, or time has memory and space holds energy. And I've never heard anything more true. It was hard for me to heal in this space that had so much energy, you know, from something that was no longer a part of my life. And I don't think that moving to another country is necessarily a requirement for healing, but it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot to remove myself from my space, my city, and just to like be alone in a completely new environment and build new memories and like surround myself with new energy. The fourth thing that I've learned during my time in Mexico is that there are more good people in the world than there are bad people. Because let me tell you, before I left the US, I was doubting that. I really was. And Mexico has restored my faith in humanity. So there's that. But I'm so serious. I've met so many incredible people during my time here. I don't have like a huge group of friends, but all the people that I do know and the people that I've interacted with in this country have been so lovely. So thank you, Mexico, for restoring my faith in humanity. The fifth thing that being in Mexico has taught me is being alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. I came to this country by myself. I have friends here, but I made this move on my own, and I'm not someone that is afraid of being alone. I enjoy being with myself, but like I mentioned, I was going through a breakup, and you know, I think after being in a partnership, even though it didn't work out, you kind of get used to having your person. And for a moment I was worried that, you know, would I feel lonely? Would I feel incomplete? And that's not the case at all. I feel more whole than I've ever felt in my life. And I needed to remove myself from my environment and from like my crutches in a way, like people I depended on, to like find myself again and to feel complete. The next thing that I learned is that balance is key. I mentioned this on my Instagram story a while back when I was living in Playa del Carmen, but I used to be someone that felt like I had to earn having fun, that I had to earn like joyful experiences, and if I didn't work hard enough, then I didn't deserve to have those experiences, and I don't feel that way at all. Life isn't all about work, and life isn't all about play. It's about finding a balance, and I've found my balance here. It's taken me a long time to realize that, because, you know, I think growing up in the US and in a big city like LA, you're taught to always be hustling, to never take days off, to like chase the bag forever. And I don't agree with that lifestyle. I want to earn, you know, certain things. I want to be successful, but I don't think that life is all about work, and I don't think that life is all about just like goofing off. But like I said, it's about a balance, and I think I've found a great balance during my time in Mexico. The next thing I learned is that being present is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Being exactly where you are, enjoying the present moment with the people that you're with, just nothing compares to that. Nothing compares to that. I don't have anything else to say, just like that is something that Mexico has taught me, to just be exactly where I am and not worry about the past or the future. And it's brought me a lot of peace. And the eighth thing that Mexico has taught me during my 8 months of living here is that it is 100% okay if you don't have your entire life planned out for you. If you watched my earlier videos when I moved here, I said that I would be out of Mexico by December of 2020, and it's April now and I'm still here. And that's fine. A lot of people ask me, you know, like, what's your plan? When are you coming back? And to be honest, I don't have one. I'm enjoying where I am right now. I'm enjoying being in my space, learning more about myself and this country, and I don't have a plan, and I don't feel bad about that. This video was supposed to be a little 5, maybe 7-minute video. I have a feeling it's gonna be a lot longer. So thank you for taking the time to press play and sit through this video. I'm gonna wrap this up now, but I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. Thank you for all of your kind words. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for showing up for me. And as always, thank you for being here.